Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the third eagle of the apocalypse and the co-prophet of the end times. This is a short response video to Paul Begley's claim that the Yangtze River in China turning blood red was found in Revelation chapter number 16. He claims that it is a fulfillment of the prophecy of the second and third angel pouring out their vials upon the earth. I believe he is mistaken on this. He is correct that this is a warning from God. He is correct that it is found in the book of Revelation, but he does not have the chapter and the verse correct. Let's listen to what he has to say.
In verse 3, the Bible says, "And the second angel poured out his vial upon the sea, and it became as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea."
And every living soul died in the sea. Now, Pastor Paul, you have to be very careful when you say that a particular current event, such as the Yangtze River in China turning blood red, is a fulfillment of Bible prophecy. This pouring out of the vial by the second angel upon the earth is very serious. It has not yet occurred. Let's take another look at chapter 16, verse number 3. And the second angel poured out his vial. Now some Bibles translate the word as bowl. Upon the sea, and it became as the blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. I really don't see how the Yangtze River in China turning blood red fulfills this prophecy. First of all, the Yangtze River is not a sea. Now I admit, Pastor Paul, you have pointed out that the Sea of Assav did turn blood red back in July. And there have been rivers and reservoirs in Texas, Tennessee, France, Lebanon, and even the rain turned blood red in India. But in none of these cases did every soul die in the sea. This pouring out by the angel of the second vial has not yet been fulfilled. Now let's look and see what you say about verse number 4.
And the third angel, and we've already seen the sea turn blood red earlier this year, about 2 months ago, when the Sea of Assav turned blood red. And the third angel poured out his vial upon the rivers and the fountains of the waters, and they became as blood.
Now this pouring out of the vial by the third angel sounds somewhat closer to the Yangtze River event. For example, in this case, not only was fountains of waters mentioned, but also rivers. Let's take a closer look at chapter 16, verse number 4. And the third angel poured out his vial upon the rivers and the fountains of waters, and they became blood. Notice here a variety of waters. In other words, rivers and fountains of waters changed to blood. So at least now we see that when the third angel pours out his vial upon earth, rivers change to blood. Could it be that the Yangtze River turning a blood red color is a fulfillment of this prophecy, as Pastor Paul Begley claims? However, we have a big problem. The third angel must follow the second angel. And we know that that prophecy cannot possibly be fulfilled by the Yangtze River because not every living soul died. Consequently, we must look elsewhere in the book of Revelation. And there are 2 other instances where waters change to blood. Let's take a look at chapter 8, verse number 8. And the second angel sounded the trumpet, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. Well, it should be pretty obvious that the Yangtze River turning blood red does not fulfill the prophecy of the second trumpet angel, because obviously no mountain fell into the sea, nor did a third of the sea turn blood red. There is one more prophecy in the book of Revelation about waters changing to blood. And I believe this is where we will find that the prophecy has been fulfilled, not only by the Yangtze River, but all the other occurrences in the last 18 months. And this is where the prophets Enoch and Elijah come in. They also have the power to change water into blood. And this is what I believe we are now seeing. Let's take a look at Revelation chapter 11, verse number 6. These have power to shut heaven. Now these in this case refer to the two prophets Enoch and Elijah. That is the two witnesses. And this has certainly happened in the United States just this year. That it rained not in the days of their prophecy. Over half of the United States was in drought this past summer. And they have power over waters to turn them to blood. Notice the phrase waters here, which could include rivers, oceans, lakes, even rain. And to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. And certain we have seen that also with all of the dead fish, animals, and birds. Now I predicted 3.5 years ago, that is in March of 2009, that the prophets Enoch and Elijah would return to planet Earth in the fall of 2010. I believe that prediction has come true. I believe Enoch and Elijah, as well as the false prophet and the Antichrist, are all working currently behind the scenes. They will all soon be revealed. Pastor Paul Begley, you are correct that the Yangtze River turning a blood red is a fulfillment of prophecy in the book of Revelation. However, it does not fulfill the second or third bowl angels pouring out their vials upon earth, nor does it fulfill the prophecies concerning the second trumpet angel. When I asked God to verify what I was going to say in this video, He pointed me to a passage in Psalms which read, God arose in judgment to save the meek of the earth. The Yangtze River turning to blood, and also these future events of the waters turning to blood are judgments of God upon our decadent society, especially here in the United States. But the meek will be saved. This is our consolation that God is giving to us. Some will be raptured, many will be protected. However, it is those in power, the elites, the New World Orders. You are the ones who have to worry. And now, as always, I offer a free copy of my book, Revelation Unraveled. For those of you who are interested, you can write to the address you see on your screen, or you can send me a message to my YouTube channel or write a comment on this video, and I will contact your channel.